All right, and then we will start by paying homage to the Triple Gem together. Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Buddhang Bhagavantang Abhivademi Sawakato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammang Namasami Supatipanno Bhagavato Sāvaka Sanghang Namami Annamayang Puttasa Bhagavato Pupapakanamakarang Karomase Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Okay, so welcome back to our Buddhist Proverbs number 3 class. Okay, and this is our second session. And today we will cover a few of the Proverbs. Okay, but before going into that, okay, let me maybe give some information about the class. Okay, and let me share the screen first. Okay, so do you see this on the screen? No?
No, there's no. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
This is the book that we use as a study book. Okay. This is the translation of the Thai proverbs, the Buddhist proverb in Thai, uh, translated into English. Okay. So you can use that as the main reference. Okay, that we follow these proverbs. And so these are scanned from the book that I had. Okay. So that's our main reference. Okay. And the second thing that I have made is the reference table. Okay. You can see this reference table that each of the proverbs. Okay, we have 17 groups of the proverb and different number in each group. Okay, and each one of them has a reference or two, maybe, or even three. For example, the first proverb is from this reference. This is the Dhammapata. All these few columns at the first is from Kuttaka Nikaya collections or discourse, okay, or minor discourses. And Dhammapata, Chakata, Therakatha, Therikatha, and so on. Okay, so this is from the first proverb is from Dhammapata 160. Okay, these are all under the minor discourses. Okay, there are 15 books, but only some of the books are not referenced here. And the last four, these are the other four major discourses. Okay, the first one is Tika Nikaya, okay, or long discourse. Majjhima Nikaya, or middle length discourse. Sangyutta Nikaya, okay, book number 3 is a linked discourse. Okay, and Anguttara Nikaya is a number discourse. Okay, so these are the all from the Sutta Pitaka. Okay, nothing from the Vinaya or the Abhidhamma. Okay, and if we do it one by one, okay, on the right hand side, okay, the number of reference, okay, from this proverb that we can check. Okay. Some has two, okay, some are not from the Tipitaka, only one. Okay. And if we come down, there are 3 pages, okay, of the whole 218 proverbs. Okay, and we come down to this total number. Okay, like these are the total number of each book or each discourse. Okay, total number of reference more than 264. Okay, and from Kuttaka Nikaya discourse is 212, and two from Tikha Nikaya, 40 from Sangyutta Nikaya, and 10 from Anguttara Nikaya. Okay. So you can see that the majority is from Dhammapada, okay, and Jataka, and also some of this is, I think, Sutta Nipada, and this is Sangyutta Nikaya. Okay. So these are the 4 big groups of reference, and a few from others. So if you uh, have to present, you may use this and go to look up in uh, the Tipitaka reference. Okay, this is the way that we reference in uh, in English. Okay, because from the book, the reference in Thai is from the Thai Tipitaka collection. So it says about the page number and the book number, which you will not be able to access in Thai version. Okay, so this is like a universal reference format. Okay. Do you have any questions about this?
No.
Okay. And then we as you can see that a lot are from Dhammapada and Jataka, which has stories. Both has stories, but some of the other books have some story or just the saying. No, not quite a long story. Okay. So all right, let's start with our next proverb. Okay. Our next proverb. This is group number 3. Okay. It's Dhammavakka. Okay. There are 4 proverbs in this group. Okay. The first one, Uttata Kamma Tayesu, Apamatto Vichakkano, Tu Sangvihitaka, Vihita Kammanto Sa Raja Va Ting Vase. He who is energetic in good actions, earnest, clever, and has his functions well managed, can have a position in governmental service. Okay, this is from Jataka, number 546. Okay, so it's from Mahanipada, means that this is the last 10 great. Actually, this talks about the quality of a person who is suitable to work for the king. Okay, the one who is suitable to work, okay, for the king. Now, as is translated as governmental service, okay, but actually work for the king is that it has to be energetic, okay, in good action, okay, earnest, clever, and has his job well managed. Okay, so these qualities are important and necessary for those who work for the king. And this is like the story from the Shataka where the Bodhisattva, okay, our Lord Buddha, was born at that time as the advisor of the king. Okay. He was very wise and can use his wisdom to help the king. Okay, so let me show you the reference. The story is very long, okay, but maybe the summary of this Chataka briefly. Okay, the Bodhisattva was the king advisor. Okay, sorry. He started his career at age of the 7, okay, because he is so wise, full of wisdom, okay, and he has been helping the king, okay, who already had 4 royal advisors, okay, but they were like jealous of him, okay, try to harm him. Okay. However, he can get away with all those from his by his wisdom. Okay. So this uh, is called Maha Ummaka Shataka, okay, but in Thai we call the Bodhisattva name was the Mahosatha. Okay, Mahosatha. So you can go read about this. Uh, the story quite very long. Okay. All right. So that's where this uh, proverb is from. Next is the proverb Pa Panje Puriso Kajira Nanang Kariya Punang Na Tamhi Chantang Kajirata Tukho Papasa Uchayo. If a man should do wrong, let him not do so again and again, nor take pleasure in it, for sorrow accrues to the accumulation of sin. So if a person somehow has to commit some wrongdoing, okay, uh, the person should not keep doing again and again, okay, or do it often, okay, or enjoy in doing it, because the suffering or the sorrow will come from the accumulation of the bad deeds or the sin. Okay, this is from the Dhammapada, verse 117, 117, which has a story in that. Let me. This is from our Dhammapada reference book. Okay, so this is the proverb and the translation, which is along the same line. Okay, the person should not do it again and again. Okay. Do not wish for it anew, for evil goes to dukkha or the suffering. Okay. In this story, it's a story of a not well-behaved monk. Okay, Venerable Sayasaka. Okay, because he commit wrongdoing. Okay, uh, like doing the sexually stimulation with himself. Okay, and he like keep doing it again and again. Okay, and then the Buddha, when he heard about this story, he asked him. Okay, and then rebuke him after no after his admission. He rebuke him, and he said this word that a person should not commit wrongdoing again and again, because it can accumulate just like the water in the pot. Okay. There is a parallel to this proverb talking about uh, doing the good things. Okay. On the other hand, if you are doing the good things, you should do it again and again, often. Okay, and you should enjoy, take pleasure in doing that. Okay, because the merit accumulates from all the good deeds. So these are the stories of this proverb. Okay. If you have any questions, you can stop and ask me. Okay. Next one. Yo bupe kata kalayano katato nawa uchati pacha kiche samupanne katarang nati kachati. He who, in spite of the benefit received, has no sense of gratitude, can never find any again in time of need. Okay, this proverb say that the person who is in gratitude to the benefit that he received, okay, from someone, okay, so he has no gratitude in that. In the future, he can never find this benefit or this help again when he needs it. And this is from Chataka, okay, the Buddha rebirth in number 90. Okay. So when we look at the reference, okay, this is I took this reference from the website, the chataka.com. Okay, it's called Akatanyu Chataka. Okay, Akatanyu means ingratitude. Okay, so in this Chataka, in this rebirth, the Bodhisattva was the wealthy merchant. Okay, and the other merchant, okay, who you know through maybe a correspondent or through the letters, I think, or the message sent by the caravan. Okay, so that merchant from another town sent a large caravan, okay, to his town, to the Bodhisattva's town. Okay, while they are there, okay, the Bodhisattva help taking care of them, give them the place to stay, okay, and some help in the selling, okay, or in doing the business, okay. So and after they go back, when the Bodhisattva send his crew, okay, to do the business in that town, in the other town where that merchant live, okay, but he did not provide any food, any lodging or help, okay, to the crew of the Bodhisattva. So he has no gratitude and did not return the favor. And next time, when uh, his crew come to this town of our Bodhisattva again, okay, the Bodhisattva did not help, okay, but the men of that town just come to loot the caravan and take everything, okay. So, oh, sorry, yeah, yeah. The Bodhisattva heard that this man has done. Okay, he told the crowd around him that ungrateful people get what they deserve. Okay, so because of the ungratitude, okay, he received what he deserved, what they deserve. Okay. And this story happened again. Okay, to Anathapindika, the millionaire, the wealthy supporter of the Buddha. That's why Lord Buddha bring this story up when Anathapindika told what he experienced to the Buddha. Okay, so this is the story of the Jataka and where this proverb is from. Okay, so one should be grateful to the help and support from the other and try to return the favor. All right. Next, from this group of Kamawat, okay, Sapphe Tasanti Tantassa Sapphe Payanti Machuno Attanang Upamang Gattawa na hanaya na kataye. Being dread punishment and fear death, comparing himself with others, a man should not kill or let kill. This is from Dhammapada again. Beings, that means all the beings are afraid of punishment and death. Okay? Nobody wants to be punished. Nobody wants to die. Okay? And if you use that uh, analogy to yourself and compare it with others, okay, you should not kill or have somebody kill. Okay, you not kill others or uh, ask someone to kill others. Okay, so this is the meaning of the uh, proverb, and it's from Dhammapada, verse 129. Okay, so we will look at that reference. Okay, so this is the Proverbs 129 in the Dhammapada. Okay, and this is the translation. Okay, all tremble at force or of death are all afraid. Okay, likening others to oneself, kill not, nor cause to kill. So this is in the form of the verse as well. It's form of the a poem, a poet. And the story is that it's a story of the group of 6 monks. Okay, and this uh, Lord Buddha spoke of this verse, refer to this group of 6 monks. Okay, there were a group of monks like trying to clean up the building. Okay, because they want to stay at that building. Okay, and then there are another group of monks who arrived later. Okay, and they told the first group that they are the senior, we are elderly and more senior, so we have the right. Okay, so you should give up the place for us. Okay, because we want to take this place. But the other monks did not comply. Okay, so the second group of monks, the group of 6, they like uh, use the force to harm, okay, by hitting or beating up the other monk. Okay, so they cry out. Okay, and then the Buddha, after knowing this, okay, uh, the Buddha then admonished him, okay, or remove them, and then lay down the rule, a rule that the monk should not hurt other monk. Okay, and this is the uh, origin of the proverbs. Okay. All right. So that's our group number 3, okay, of Kamawaka. Okay. There are a group of action. Okay. The four proverbs. Okay. This is supposed to be covered in the last week, but we do not have enough time. Okay, but we have covered that. And then we move on to the next group, group number 4. And this is quite a big group. There are uh, uh, quite a few numbers of proverbs. Okay, this group is about kilesa waka, or the group of, you say here passions, but I think the term that used more common for kilesa would be the defilements. Okay, not only passions, but all forms of defilements, okay, under this kilesa. Okay, let's go into the first proverbs. Okay, anicca attuva kama pahu tukha mahavisa ayu ayo kulowa santatto akka mula tukkapala. Transient and changeable are sensual pleasures, which are pregnant of suffering and full of venom as a heated iron ball, iron ball. Anguish is root, and suffering is root. Okay. So this is from Sumeta Theri, Kutaka Theri Katha, or the words of a senior nuns or senior female monk. Okay. Uh, number 16.1. Okay. So this senior female monk uh, talk about the karma. Karma is a sensual pleasure. Okay, karma. And the non-benefit or the disadvantage of the karma. Okay, because it's like transient, is impermanent, changeable. Okay, and it's full of suffering. Just like venom. Okay, and similar to a heated iron ball that one should not go on to because uh, it will burn your hand if you grab it. Okay, is the root is the suffering and sorrow. Okay, is the fruit. So these are the disadvantage or the non-benefit of the sensual pleasure. Okay, that these female monks. Okay, you look at the reference. Okay, this is from Terikatha. This is from the Sutta Central website. Okay, and the Sumeta, Sumeta Theri Katha. Okay, so the word from Sumeta Theri. And this uh, female monk, she was a prince, okay, a daughter of the king and queen, and she, she uh, has been taught uh, the teaching of the Buddha since she was young, and she did not want to uh, have a family. So she asked her parents for permission to ordain, but her parents already arranged for the marry with another prince, I guess. And then when that young prince come to meet and be married with her, he refused, and she said a lot of bad uh, benefits, the non-benefits of the sensual pleasure. And then everyone, after hearing that, understand that he really didn't want to get married, have a family. So they allow for her to ordain, and eventually she would be able to attain arahatship or enlightenment. And then these are her words. Okay, there are so many verses that she mentioned about this. Okay, so if you are interested, you can go study from this reference. Right? Okay, and in our book, there are not many. I think only two are from a reference from the Terikatha. If you go back, okay, Terikatha is somewhere around here. Number 4. There are only two reference. Okay, and both are from the same female monk, 16.1. We'll uh, have this reference again. Oh no, sorry, from this Terikatha. Let's see, where is it? The first one is here, right? Okay, 16.1, proverb number 14, and the next one will be this one, proverb number 73. Okay, so we will see that again. All right, we move on to the next one. Proverb number 15. Avichaya nivuto logo vevicha vevicha napaka sati. Chap pa pile panang tumi tukhamasa Mahapayang. The world is clothed with ignorance and cannot appear because of the various kinds of desires, which with which the world, I say, is mere. Suffering is the great dangers of the world. The world is a couple or is fraught with the ignorance. It's not an avisha and cannot appear again for others to know because of the various kind of desire. So desire also cover, and the world is mere with the desire. Okay, the desire is also is mere the world, and suffering is the danger of the world. This is from Sutta Nipata 5.2. If you look at the reference from the Sutta Central website, and these are Sutta Nipata under Kuttaka Nikaya, okay, or minor discourse. Okay. Sutta Nipata is SNT. So I think this is a question of one young monk or okay, the monk name is Ajita. Okay. By what is the world shrouded? Okay. Why does it not shine? Tell me what is in its tower pit. What is its tower pit? What is its greatest fear? Okay, so this is talking about the world. Okay. What is caused the shroud and cause it not to shine? It is a pit, okay, or uh, maybe the hole for the world. And what is the world greatest fear? And these are the answer of the Buddha. Okay, the world is shrouded in ignorance. Okay, of avisha. Avisha is cover the world. Okay. Avarice and negligence. Okay, avarice and negligence make it not shine. Well, matter prayer in its topic and suffering is in greatest fear. Okay, so this is another translation by uh, senior monk Bhikkhu Suchatto. Okay, so talk about a lot of kilesa that uh, cover the world, make it not shine, okay, and cause the world to be fear. All right, we move on to the next proverb. Proverb number 16. Ichaya pachati logo. Icha vi na yaya muchati. Ichaya vipaha nena sapang chintati pantanang. Okay. The world is bound by desire and can be free only by cutting it away. With desire destroyed, all bonds will be accordingly removed. So the desire or ischa means in the desire. So it's the thing that bound the world, okay, that bind the world, or is the bondage of the world, okay, the desire. Okay. And if you want to be free from it, you have to cut the desire, get rid of it. Okay. With the desire is destroyed, the bond will be removed. And this is from Samyutta Nikaya, SN 169. Okay. We will look at the reference again from the Sutta, as Sutta Central website. Okay. Here is the proverb. Okay. Ichaya Pacific logo. And this is the translation. Desire is what by the removing of desire is free. With giving up of desire, all bonds are severed. Okay, so it's along the same line of translation. I don't know who said this. Okay, it could be a deva who said it, but in the reference, I think in our reference said that the Buddha is the person who said it. But we, I mean, we have to check again on that. Any questions so far? How are you doing?
Okay, Lumpy, good.
Okay, you follow, right? All of you.
Yes.
Okay, we'll move on to Proverbs number 16. Still under the same category of the kilesa. Icha narang parikatsati. Icha lokasami tuchaha. Icha patta utu satta. Pasena sakuni yatha. So now, talk about beings are persistently spun by desire. Okay, like a bird caught in snare, they are tied with the rope of desire, which is most difficult to cut away. So Isha is a desire. Okay, and Narang is the people or person. Okay, so we are spun by desire. Okay, and it's difficult. Okay, it's difficult to get rid of. Okay, the desire is difficult to get rid of. Okay, and all the beings, most of the beings are tied with the desire. Uh, just like the bird, the bird is the kuni. The kuni is the bird caught up in the snare. And this is from again Sutta Nipan. Sorry, Sangyutta Nikaya 179. Okay, we take a look at the next reference. Sangyutta Nikaya. Okay, link discourse number 1.79. Okay, and this is part of the full verse. Okay. Desire drags person around. Desires in the world is hard to give up. Ordinary beings are bound by this desire, like birds in a snare. Okay. So these are the meaning. Okay, so that's the reference. Okay, and this again said that the Buddha is the person who said it. Next proverb number 18. Upe kako satha sato na loke manyati tamang na visesi na nijayo tatsa no santi utsatha. Okay, there is no risings of passion in him who is equanimous, always mindful, and who doesn't attachedly consider himself equal to or better or worse than others. Okay. Upekhago is a person. Upekha is a person who is equanimous. Equanimous. Okay. It's like quite undisturbed by the feelings. Okay, both positive or negative. Okay. Sattha sato. Sato is the sati or the mindfulness. Okay. So those person who have the mindfulness at all time. Okay. Are always mindful. Okay. He is equanimous and always mindful. Not loke manjati samang. Okay. Do not samang is equal. Okay. So do not compare to others. as equal or as better, we say not as better, nor nature or lower. Okay. So he doesn't compare himself to others, whether to be equal or to be better or to be worse or lower. Okay. So with that, his passion or his kilesa will not be inflated, will not rise. Okay, because he did not have any attachment in comparing to others. Okay. And this is from the references. Okay, Sutta Nibbata and Mahanithesa, I think. Okay, so,
พี่คะ
yes,
the it is explained here as who doesn't attachedly consider himself as equal, but someone with ubekha, meaning we are to let go of all the attachment, right?
yeah,
And
the
then
Upekha literally meaning not disturbed by any feelings, whether it's pleasant or unpleasant. And you feel ubeka or neutral usually. And then with that, and then you do not compare yourself to others. Okay, you do not have any ego to yourself that, oh, I'm equal to this person. Oh, I'm better than this person. Or you do not put yourself down by, oh, I am lower than that person. With that,
so equal in the sense of comparison and
right,
also worldly desire, right? Because
right,
in the when we mention about anicca, and also when we do our loving kindness meditation, we will remind all of us are the same, that we
right,
are the being, that we are all in this samsara, in this
right.
cycle of suffering and rebirth,
Yeah,
right?
right.
So
We
that
are
is
all
a different level of meaning equal.
equal. Equal mean when you see somebody that is maybe very kind of famous, or somebody who is capable of something, and you try to compare that. Oh, I'm equal to him. He's not
Yeah,
that much better than I am. Something like that. That's your
yes,
ego. Okay. So
yes,
if
understand.
you are equanimous, you just be happy with them. But you do
Mm.
not like bring yourself to compare.
Just like หลวงพ่อ said เฉย
Yeah, it's neutral,
ๆ
equanimous. Yeah.
Okay, thank you,
All
หลวง
right.
พี่
Okay, good discussion. Okay, we will take a look at the reference quickly. Okay.
Means Longpe, can I
Yes.
ask, it is more like self-sufficient.
Self-sufficient.
That means you find that you have more than enough. You don't need to compare with other people.
Right, right. You are content with what you have.
Contented
Right,
of
right,
what we have. We
right,
don't need
right.
to compare with others whether they are
Right.
better or worse.
Or worse, or
or
equal.
which they are equal. So we
Right,
feel what we have is more happier than anything else.
right, right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is a reference. Okay. And it's the Insuta Central website. I don't think they have the translation in English for the Mahanithesa and Julanithesa. It's only in other language or in Pali. Okay. So we use this Sutta Nipata as a English translation reference. Okay. But it's along the same way, equanimous or ubeka. Tathasato is always mindful. Okay. Loke is the world, right? In this world. Manyate Sabang is like conceived as equal. Okay. Visesi is better. Okay. Not Visesi is not better. Nani Jayo, not lower. So the I think no Santi Pustaka, the uh, the kilesa or the defilement will not rise up or inflate. So that's the meaning of this one and this reference. We move on to number 19. Okay. Uchina awa tanhasa tanda jitasa pikuno wikino chati sangsaro nati tatsa unapango. For a bhikkhu whose craving for existence is full of, whose mind is peaceful, and whose cycle of birth is exalted, there is no more existence. Okay. This is says that from the words of the Buddha in Uttana Katha, I think. It says that for the bhikkhu whose craving for existence is full of, so he can remove the craving for existence. Okay. His mind is peaceful. Okay. And whose cycle of birth is exhausted, meaning that he will not come to reborn again. There is no more existence. So that means he's already attained an arahatship. After this life, he is totally uh, go to Nibbana, okay, without coming back. Okay. So this is the meaning for those who already attained arahatship. Okay, let's take a look at the reference in Uttana. Okay, again, it's from Sutta Central. Okay. So this is maybe some venerable, okay, the monk Upasena has did some thoughts, okay, and then Buddha, after knowing this thought, he expressed his sentiment or this verse, okay, for the mendicants with peaceful mind who has cut off craving for continued existence, transmigration through birth is finished. Okay. There will be no more future lives for them. Okay. Again, talking about the bhikkhu who already attained arahatship, whose rebirth is no more. All right. Any question about this? So the person, the monk, already get rid of all the kilesa or the defilements. Next, okay, is eva ma hinawang yatwa tanha tukkhatsa sampawang vita vita tanho anathanu sato bhikkhu paripashe. Let a bhikkhu, knowing that craving is the source of suffering, try to do away with craving and attachment. Be mindful and self-restraint. Okay. So for the bhikkhu who already know that craving is the source of suffering, okay, the bhikkhu should try to uh, get rid of the craving and attachment. To be mindful and self-restraint. So this is the advice from the Buddha to uh, the monk. Okay. And the reference is from Sutta Nipada 3.12, okay, or Yulanitesa 22. Okay. You take a look at the reference. And again, it's from Sutta Nipada 3.12. The Pali may not be exactly 100% the same thing, okay, because sometimes the Pali, when we have in the Thai version of Tipitaka, it's like there are some variation as well. Okay. So, but most are, I think, are the same. Okay, and even some of the English version, there will be some variation, some variants that you can uh, find. Okay, so knowing this danger, this craving, that craving is the cause of suffering. Rid of craving, free of grasping. So this is a suggestion. A medicant would render mindful. So he would, wherever he go, he would be mindful. This is the word from the teacher, I think, or the Buddha. Okay, any questions? Tanhang is a craving. Dukkha is a suffering. Okay, if no other question, we'll move on to the next. Uh, do you still can hear me? Right?
Yes, Lumpy.
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay. Next is the number 21. Okay. Kama, you know about the Kama already, right? Chitra, Mathura, Manorama, Rupena, Ma, Mahenti, Chitang, Ati Nawang, Kama, Kunesu, Iswa, Ego, Tere, Kak, Kakka, Visa, Nakapo, variegated, sweet, and delightful are sensual objects that diversely disturb the mind. Okay. Realizing that the evil, a person should, like the oneness of a rhinoceros horn, live a single life. Okay. So there's a comparison or analogy. Okay. But first is talk about karma or sensual pleasure or sensual objects. Okay. Okay. Is sweet. Mathura is sweet. Okay. Manorama is like delightful. Okay. Like it's pleasant. Sweet. Variegates is has many variety. Okay. Come in different form. Okay. It can cause the body to be disturbed. Okay. If but if we know that uh, they are evil, okay, we should uh, live a single life. Do not be attached to the sensual pleasure. So live a single, uh, simple life, just like the horn of the rhinoceros. Okay, the one horn rhinoceros has only one horn. It doesn't need anyone else. Okay. So this is the comparison. Okay, and it's reference from Sutta Nipada 1.3. Okay, so we'll take a look at the reference. Sutta Nipada 1.3. Okay. So they are diverse, I mean, different forms, sweet, delightful, appearing in disguise, they disturb the mind. Okay. So they cause the mind to be disturbed without knowing. If we see the dangers in the sensual stimulation, leave alone like a horn rhino. So you should leave alone if you see uh, danger in sensual pleasure. Okay. That's a suggestion. Okay, that one should uh, maybe practice celibacy. Okay, live alone without family if you know the danger of the sensual pleasure or karma. Okay, is it make sense? Okay, we will continue to the next one with no questions. Okay, that's one just talk about karma. Okay, now go tang cha he vipa Vipacha Haya Ma Nang Sanyo Chanang Sapha Matikamaya Tang Nama Rupatsami Masa Manang Akinchanang Na Nanupatanti Sankha. Okay. Let a man give up anger. Okay. Let him root out pride and get rid of all fetters. No bondage can befall him who is not attached to name and form, and who has no clinging desire. Gotang is the anger. Okay. It says that a man should give up anger. You should get rid of pride or ego, and get rid of all the fetters or all the defilements that uh, is the bondage to you. And no bondage can befall him who is not attached to name and form, and who has no clinging desire. And this is from Samyutta Nikaya 1.36. Okay. And it says to be the word of the Buddha. So we'll take a look at the reference from the website Sutta Central. Samyutta Nikaya 1.36. But here you can see that in the translation say that this is the words from another deity, okay, or the celestial being come to see the Buddha and say this word. Give up anger, get rid of conceit, and get past on all the fetters. Hence, don't torment one who has not been, not clinging to name and form. Name is nama, okay, form is rupa. So the one who has no clinging in name and form, okay, will not be bonded. Okay. Gotang is the anger, right? Manang is the pride or ego. Okay. Sangyosha is fetters. These are some of the meaning of the Pali word that is translated. Okay. So let's go on to the next one if you do not have any questions. Okay. This is Gotang Shahe Vipachahaya Manang. You can see that this is very similar to the other one. Sanyo Chanang Sapa Matik Kamaya Tanna Ma Rupatsming Asatya Manang Akinchanang Nanupa Tanti Tukha. Okay, so the first two lines is exactly the same. The third line is quite similar, the same thing. And the last one is only the change from, I think the last one, from Sankha. Sankha is I think the bondage. Okay. And Tukha is the suffering. Okay. So the translation is quite the same. If you should overcome the anger, Gotang, and the pride, get rid of the pride or the manam, okay? And all the attachment. If you do not cling to the name and form, nama rupang, nam tanma rupasabing, nama rupang, and then you will have no suffering. Okay? Akinjanang nanupati, nanupatati tukha. Tukha is a suffering. Okay, so it's very similar to the previous one. And this from the previous one is from Sutta Nipada as well. Samyutta Nikaya 1.36, and this one is 1.34. Okay, but talking about the same thing. And also it's from the Dhammapatha 21. Let's look at both reference. Okay, let's look at the number 1.34 of the Samyutta Nikaya. Give up anger, get rid of conceit, and get past on the fetters. Suffering don't torment the one who has nothing, not clinging to name and form. So this is a change from sankhara to dukkha, or suffering. Okay. And then if we look at this Dhammapatha 221, okay, anger and pride should one forsake. Okay, all fetters cast aside. Dukkha, none, where no desire, no binding to body or mind. Nama Rupa is talking, it is a Pali. Nama is the name or abstract. Doesn't mean the mind. Rupa would be the body or the one that we can see is a form. Okay. So when we talk about Nama Rupa, would mean the body and mind. In this Proverbs, in this Dhammapatha, the dukkha was translated as used dukkha as is, because I think many people would understand that dukkha means suffering. Okay, and the story regarding this. Okay, the story of Princess Rohini. I don't know if anyone know about Princess Rohini is the sister of Venerable Anuruddha. Okay, and when Venerable Anuruddha returned to visit the family, okay, uh, he did not see his sister, Princess Rohini, to come to visit. And when he asked why to the others, they replied that because he was suffering from leprosy. Okay, she has some the skin disease. Okay, so she is like a shameful not to or to be out in the public. Okay, so after that, Venerable Anuruddha would send the people to ask for her. Okay, to come and told her to do meritorious deeds. Okay, to make merit. Okay, suggest that he sell some of her clothing and jewelry and use the money to build a refectory for the monks. Okay, build a cafeteria and invite the monk to have meal there. Princess Rohini agreed to do that. Okay, and after that, the Venerable Anuruddha also asked her to keep the place clean. Okay, by wiping, sweeping, cleaning, taking care of the refectory. Okay, so with that, uh, when the hall is completed, she invited the Buddha and monks to receive alms food there. And then after that, Lord Buddha give the blessing. And from her merit, he was able to uh, get rid of all the skin disease. Okay, and she had a bright complexions. So that's a brief story. Okay, and Lord Buddha also bring up the previous life story of Princess Rohini. What causes to have this skin disease? Okay, and because she was like jealous of another lady. Okay, and then she like used some poison or some IV that caused her to be itchy, have to scratch and be like have to suffer from the itch. Okay, and so that's why this is the cause of her skin disease in this life. Okay. Which can be after she made the marriage and keep the place clean, was able to uh, get her still skin to be back to the good shape. Okay, so that's the story about this verse. Okay. I don't know if you have heard about this story. I think it's quite good to know that if you have any problem with your skin, you should know the way how to make it better. What cost, what the sort of good deeds that you should do. Okay, by cleaning the place, especially for the monastic.
Yes, Lumpy. Because when we offer Sangadana, one of the benefit is we'll get good complexion, right?
Right. For the robes, keep the robes, offer the robe as well, or keep the place clean. Okay, because just compare the offering the robe or the cloth is when you give them good complexion. Okay, so you have the yeah very
How
nice
come
complexion.
it's not like because she's sick, right? How come it's not like she should offer medicine? Would that
Uh,
be the same?
would be the same, but directly for the skin, the complexion, offering the robes or cleaning the place, the surface of the buildings, cause it to look nice. So your skin complexion is better. Offering medicine would also help as well. But in general, medicine would give you the long life or free of disease, healthy body. Okay.
Yeah.
Either way, I think. But the thing is that you do it to the right merit field. Okay, actually the Arahat and the Buddha, and the effect will come quickly.
Yes, yes.
Is it? Okay. Okay, we cover that now. Next one is number 24. Tanha, Chaneti Purisang, Itamassa Vitawati, Tato Sangsara Mapati, Tukha, Na Parimuchati. Okay. Tanha is the craving. Okay. It's the cause of the rebirth. It makes the mind restless. Beings are confined to the cycle of rebirth. They can never free themselves from suffering because of the tanha, okay, or craving. It's the cause of the rebirth and cause us to keep circling in this cycle of rebirth. Okay, and we cannot be free ourselves from suffering if we cannot get rid of the craving. So this is from Sangyutta Nikaya 1.56. Okay, let's take a look at the reference. 1.56. Okay, talking about give birth. Oh, so what give birth to a person? What do they have that run about? What enters transmigration from what they are not free? So these are the questions, and the given answer is, I think this is from the Buddha. Okay. Craving gives birth to a person. Okay, when they ask what gives birth to a person, the answer is craving. What do they have that runs about? Okay, their mind is what run about. Okay, what enters transmigration? Sentient beings or all the beings enter my transmigration or the samsara, okay, or the cycle of existence. And then from what they are not free, from suffering they are not free. So they are not free from suffering. Okay. So these are the answer to this question. Okay, and then we move on to next number 25. Tanha again. Okay, Tanha Chaneti Purisang Itamasa Vitavati. Is that the same? Let's see. Oh, sorry. Almost the same thing, right? Sato Sangsara Mapati Tukhamasa Mahapayang. Okay. The craving is the cause of rebirth. It makes the mind restless. Beings are confined to the cycle of rebirth. Suffering is their great nature. Also, this is from Sangyutta Nikaya 1.56. Okay, the nearby reference. This one is from 156, 1.56. So it's the same group of Charavaka, and it's talk about the giving birth. Okay, and the same question: what give birth to a person? What do they have that run about? Okay. What enter transmigration? Except for the last one, what is their destiny? Okay, so the last line or the last phrase is different. Okay. So the three lines are the same. The last one is, what is their destiny? He said, these are their destiny. Kamang tasa parayan anti. Is that the same? I'm not quite sure whether I have it right. Tukhamasa mahayam. Oh, oh, sorry. I think I have it wrong different. So this one should be 1.57. Okay. And the other one, that one, number 26 is 1 point. So I have to correct this story. Oh, sorry. Let me connect to, okay. Where are we? We are at 26. My internet connection is not very quick. But these are the three proverbs that are from the same group, and then they are very similar. This is, okay, 25. I think this is a 1.57. And this one, the next one is 1.55. Okay, sorry for the mistakes. Okay, so let's let's move to this one. So kamang tasa para yanang. Okay, so this is the destiny, is the deed, the karma. Okay. They are walk on their own pathway of karma. But this is the translation from this reference. Okay, kamang tasa para yanang. Okay, the destiny is the deed, are the destiny. And if you go to the next one, okay, sorry, sorry. Yeah, this one, okay, 1.56 and then 1.55. Tukhamasa Mahapayam is a fear. What is the greatest fear? And suffering is the greatest fear. Okay. So the last sentence or the last question. So in these three consecutive proverbs, okay, listen. Tukhamasa Mahapayam. Okay, the suffering is the greatest fear or greatest danger. Okay. So these three consecutive proverbs are from the same group, okay, 156. 157 and 155, Samyutta Nikaya. Okay. And the only difference is the last sentence. Okay. Next will be about Tanhaya again. Tanhaya is a craving. Okay. Tanhaya Utito Loko Charaya Parivarito Matjuna Pihito Loko Tukhe Loko Patitito. Okay. By craving is the world built up. Okay. The world is built up by craving. By OH is it surrounded. Okay. So the world is surrounded by OH. By that, it is obstructed. The world is obstructed by that. In suffering, it is embedded. So the world is embedded in suffering. And this is from Sutta Nikaya 1.67. And we'll take a look at the reference. 1.67. And again, this is the answer to the questions. Okay. So it asks what is by what is the world ensnared? So the answer is craving. Okay. By what is the world surrounded? The answer is by OH. By what is the world fastened shut? Yes, the world is fastened shut by mortality. Okay. And the world is crowded on suffering. So these are the answers. Okay. Next one. Nanti sampanta no logo vitakassa vicharanang tanhaya vipahanena sappang chintati pantanang. The world is pleasure bound and is the field of its own fancy. With craving destroy, all bonds are cut away. And this is from Samyutta Nikaya 1.65. Okay, and I think this may be along the same line. If you look at that reference, 1.65 in Sutta Nikaya, and it's the answer. Okay, to this question: what binds the world? How that is travel about? What with the giving up of what are on all the bonds severed. Okay. So the delight binds the world. Nanti, nanti, okay, the enjoyment or the delight. The world is traveled about by means of thoughts. Okay. Vitakasa, vicharanam. With the giving up of craving. Okay. Tanhaya, vipahanena. So give up the craving. All born are severed. Okay. You can cut or you can cut all the bonds by giving up the craving. All right. So this is our Proverbs number 28. Okay. Let's maybe look at a few. Nithang tan ting sa he ti nang pamate na sangwase ati man ne na itaya nibbana manaso naro. A man who aims at the extinction of passion should overcome sleepiness, idleness, and sloth. Let him not associate with carelessness. Let him not take to contemptuous thoughts. Okay. This is from Sutta Nipata 4.15 as the words of the Buddha. Okay. Nithang is asleep. Hunting. Hinang is a sloth. Okay. Or sleepiness. Okay. hunting the idleness, hunting. Pamatena is a carelessness. Okay, so you should not associate. Some would say is associate with carelessness. Okay, this is for the man, narrow the man who is aim at nibbana manaso, meaning who has a mind at nibbana. Okay, you should and you should have any pride. Okay, Atimane, the pride himself. Okay. So all these are the qualities that you should, the one who has the aim for nibbana should not have, like being sleepy, being idle, okay, or being careless, or being like have the self pride, something. Okay, so we will look at the reference from S&P 4515. Okay, prevail over sleepiness, sloth, and drowsiness. Don't abide in negligence or carelessness. A person intent on quenching would not stand for arrogance. Okay, so atimana is also arrogance or self-pride. Okay, so these are the qualities of the man who has a goal to attain nibbana. Okay, they should give up all these the bad qualities. Okay. Next, okay, number 30. Okay. Nira sati anakate atitang nanu sojati viveka tatsi patsesu kittisu jana niyati. One who neither worries about the future nor grieves at the past, and who holds himself aloof from sensual enjoyments, can never be converted to other faith. So this is talk about the person who have no worries for the future, or who not attached to the past, and hold himself above from sensual enjoyments. He has this strong faith. Okay. Never have the wrong view. Okay, and this is from Sutta Nipata 4.10, and the Mahanitesa 10. Okay, so let's take a look at the reference from Sutta Nipata. Again, from the Sutta Central website 4.10, Sutta Nipata. Nirasati Anakate. Anakate is the Anakata is the future. Atita is a past. Okay, so no attachment from the future, no grief from the past. Okay, and he's secluded from all the contacts or all the pleasure, sensual pleasure. He's not led among views. Okay. He's not led astray, do not have the wrong view. Okay. So these are the meaning of these proverbs and its reference. Okay. All right. I think we have covered, okay, almost to the proverb that we aim for. I think number 32, but this is good enough. I think, and we have used up the time of 1.5 hours. I think that's quite a lot for today. But in this group, we have up to number 39. Okay, so there are quite a number of maybe 10 more, about 10 more. Okay, but we will leave at that. Okay, because that's close to our goal. Okay, so
หลวงพี่คะ
yes,
Tim have a question. The part
certainly.
that mentioned about our ปัญหา craving is the cause of our rebirth. I think it's number 22.
Oh, sorry. I'll go back. Number 22.
Yeah.
Okay. This one?
No, sorry. It's about
Okay.
the tanha. The craving is
Yeah.
craving cause our rebirth.
Yeah. There are 3 of them
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, Lumpy. Can recall our evening chanting the last part. We chant about Kamma Yoni Kamma Pantu. มีเรามีกรรมเป็นกำเนิดมีกรรมเป็นที่เพิ่มเป็นเผ่าพันธุ์the first part มีกรรมเป็นกำเนิด the กรรมโยนิ that means
Yeah.
we are born because of karma so
Right. But
the difference
karma,
that you see the
karma
karma
is
is what
also
we have done right what we
right.
have done but tanha is what we will do as in
No.
it's a
Tanha is
cause of
a kilesa or the defilement. Actually, tanha is the cause us to do any
yes
bad deed or good deed. So tanha is
Lumpy.
like a further deep down than the karma.
Yeah. So the difference is we are born because if we relate to tanha, meaning we are born because of the defilement, the kilesa.
Right.
But if karma yoni, meaning we are born because of karma.
We
So
have the karma as our birth. Yeah.
Yeah. So meaning Lumpy just that Lumpy mentioned tanha is the cause. And
It's deeper.
karma is
The karma is the tanha cause us to do the deeds or do the karma, and karma will cause us to be reborn. So if you go deeper, and even before tanha, there is avijja. It's a deeper because we do not know. We cannot get rid of avijja, and then there is tanha. Um, if you go to take a look at the uh, origin of dependence, there are many levels. Okay, like avijja, tanha, upadana, phassa. A lot of things that cause one another, and they will cause the birth, and then cause the old age, and all the suffering follows. So many things is the cause of the rebirth. But and also if you remember what is called the Trivata, the 3 cycle, it's because of we have kilesa. Kilesa cause us to act of karma, and with the karma there is vipaka or the result or consequence. That's what that cause us to be reborn. We are still in this cycle. Okay, when we reborn, we cannot get rid of defilements. Then we cause us to do another karma, and then we have to uh, receive the result. We have to be reborn again. And then, so the root cause is the defilement, and there are many levels of the defilements. Craving is the deep one, and but the root cause, the real root cause is the avijja. Avijja then tanha, upadana is the grasping. Okay, so there are, and then there are bhava. Bhava means the plane, the realm of rebirth, and then there are shati. Shati is the birth, rebirth. So it depends on the context that people bring up. Okay. The karma will cause us to be reborn as well.
because sometimes when we meet with things in life, we will say, "Oh yeah, that's our karma." So we are here to clear our karma. So
Yeah.
it is kind of pacify ourselves to kind of encourage ourselves to tolerate and to to hang on, hang on there.
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
understand the law of karma, and so that we do not uh, blame other things. Okay. And when we understand that we only correct by ourselves, only clear all the bad karma and do only good karma, so that eventually we don't have to be reborn when all the deeds are pure, okay, in body, speech, and mind. All right. Okay. Very good
Thank you,
observation.
Lucky.
Very good. Okay. Any other questions from everyone else? I hope you learned something from this class today. Okay. Or yeah, I think you all have already selected uh, what presentation you would like to do. You do not have any definite answer yet, right? Because you are waiting for your schedule.
I'll wait for my schedule. Probably next week I should be able to give answer.
Right, right. Okay. I still have yet to hear from the others who even don't show up in the class, but hopefully they have time to catch up with the recording that we put on the YouTube, and also, yeah, keep up with with our class. Okay. So thank you for joining this class today and for your all your attentions. And yeah, we will see each other on the next Saturday. Okay. All right.
Sadhu,
Sadhu.
Lucky.
Okay, we will pay homage to
Sadhu.
Tripitaka together. Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Buddhang Bhagavantang Abhivademi. Buddho Mena to Allah Buddha is our refuge. Sawakato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammang Namasami. Dhammo Mena to the Dhamma is our refuge. Supatipanno Bhagavato Sāvaka Saṅgho Saṅghang Namami. Saṅgho Mena to the Saṅgha is our refuge. Okay, again, thank you for joining us and hope to see you next week.
Okay.
Sadhu, Lucky.
Have a nice weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lucky.
Satu, satu, satu.
Sadhu.